One.
Hello everybody, welcome back here to High Button Sports. And here we go. What else is there to be said here, dudes? I don't even want to say anything. We got the finals here. The Bandits and the Gulls going at it with the provincial title on the line here in Antigonish.
Yep,
From down the road, dudes, from down the road. Hammonds Plains Road, one rink to another. We're here in Antigonish. How we feeling, Duder?
I feel great. This is what it all comes down to. We've watched these teams all year, and now we get to watch them at the provincial final here, so let's get into it.
Here we go. This is what it's all about. We're going to just jump right in. Bandits up the right side looking for Carver. That one's going to be through to Norrimore. Norrimore is going to elect to hold and fire that into the end boards. Rogers chases after that. Rogers worked into the boards by Fenwick McLean. Maidment grabbing it up the wall. It'll be knocked back over on the left side. Intercepted up to Liver. Liver, the star of the game yesterday, going to shoot that into the right boards. Chased after on the end boards, and it's freed up. Fleming in front, chance, moving to the right side, and it's going to roll off the end of the stick, and a quick opportunity here for the Gulls.
And if that's any indication of how this game's going to go, we are in for one hell of a finish for this one.
Picked up from the left side corner, sharp angle shot, rebound in front, and Hickey's trying to grab it, and it rolls off to the right side, and another good chance for the Gulls early.
Great job by Hickey in front there. Tie up the man, don't worry about the puck, get that stick, and clear that puck away from the net.
Hickey is such a defensive-minded player back there. And there's been a few times this tournament where he's saved goals from that blue paint, really knows how to play on the top of his crease for his goaltender. Fenwick tries to move out to the middle, and it's active sticks on him immediately.
Yeah, they're not going to allow him to have too much space here today. He's going to have to work to get some open ice and find himself back on the score sheet here. They're going to have to rely on Fenwick here in this game.
Well, they've relied on Fenwick all year long to lead the league in scoring. And he's done so. He's led provincials in scoring, but it all comes down to this game. I think this is what Big Ten's thinking about right now. Hunter McLean shoots it in, and that's a nice little shot. It's steered aside with the blocker as the Bandits try to get in on the offensive fun.
Yeah, good first save there from Campbell. Not an easy save. Maybe it looked easy through your lens, but pretty tough save there up on the blocker. Good touch there.
Into the feet, and Alistair McPhee is going to play that back over for Worth. Worth picks it up here for the Gulls. Up the right side, hits the stick at Kean Doyle, who returns to the lineup for the finals. So it's suspended earlier, offside by Alley, and 13:01 to go here in the first as we're 2 minutes in.
Yeah, pretty good pace to start this. You can kind of feel the intensity already starting to rise here, and I mean, rightfully so. Provincial final, the very end of the line here for this season, and all these players, they have earned every inch of this.
Puck dropped in there, Fenwick wins it forward. He dives out trying to stop a pass, and that's going to be picked up and flicked back in behind for Gillis. Gillis looks for it on the left side. They're going to have to chase after it near center. It'll bounce back into the Bandits' end. Sorrento stops it and slows it down for his team. Hakala into the feet. Hakala still maintaining possession, flicks it up ahead. It'll be a foot race to it back the other way now. Frugier hustling down on it. Gulls pick it up over to Haverstock. Nash Haverstock shoots it down the left side. Gillis will chase. Gillis back in behind McLean. Fenwick McLean still out there. I don't know if he's headed off yet.
Yeah, he did, but he's back out there again.
Hackle up to Fenwick. Fenwick creating a 3-on-2 here down the right side. Pulls it in, tries to grab it on the other side of it, and Bellin's going to push him off. Picked in along the post, hard pass into the feet of Sorrento. It'll bounce right back to him, and he'll give it another go. To the line, high shot. That one's going to be into the glass behind. Fenwick stepping up. It's worked up the left side to Liver. Liver into the zone. Liver shoots. Sorrento is going to make the save there as he saw that all the way through.
Yeah, nice good first save there from Sorrento. Right out at the top of the crease like we see him. And once again, he looks very calm, cool, and collected down there in that crease. Mind you, it's early in the game here, but that's kind of what he's known for down there in the Bandits' crease.
Face-off going to be here to the left. This is U15 major, so the top players in Nova Scotia on the top two teams, for anyone wondering. Doesn't get any better than this at the 15 level.
And a few more looks for these players trying to make the jump there for the U18 next season. So, you know, these teams want winners, and playing in the very last game is certainly a good recipe.
Gulls, Fleming going to hold it on the left side, shoots. Sorrento, another calm, cool, collected save there. And trying to get from the exterior. And remember, the Gulls are the defending champs. A pretty much whole new look lineup. So to make it 2 years in a row with a lot of rookies on the team, both of these teams can kind of make that claim that lots of rookies on it, getting great experience playing in the finals, but the Gulls are the team who are defending their title here.
Yep, trying to go back-to-back like Drake says there in his famous song, but it's a tough task to do, and they're up against a tough team here in the Bandits who led the regular season.
Carver down the right side. He's going to go for a dump. Picks up on by Normore. Normore into the hands of McLean. Fenwick down there with Carver. His running mate into the corner, and a nice tight shot there, trying to just steer on. Similar strategy to the Gulls, and a big layout hit there along the corner.
Yeah, they're going to try and get a body on Fenwick McLean any opportunity they get. Now Carver in to defend his line mate.
We know Carver can throw a hit, so I don't think that'll be the last time we see that sort of situation, and Liver picks it up. Liver tries to go around. Normore stops in the tracks. Delayed offside, buys a little time for the Bandits. Now it'll be touched up for the whistle.
Liver got lucky there. He kind of pushed Normore over in the numbers at the end of that play, but refs are going to let them go here for the first little bit, and you know you want the players to determine this game, and that's what we're seeing here early on so far.
Odell going to be out here for the draw. Odell, another impact player here on the Gulls team. Down the right side, pulled back. It'll be pressure. Strong's going to bring it in. Strong tries to get that pass through and would have had a good chance if it got along, but it's stopped now. McPhee behind. Allie McPhee into the feet of Hunter McLean. Hunter turns it over to McKay. McKay is going to pick it up and shoot it back on. Sorrento leaves it for McPhee.
Good job there to leave that on the forehand side. That's a good skill set to have as a goaltender. Good awareness there. You don't want to handcuff your own defender.
Back in behind for McKay as we finish up our first 5 minutes. In around the end boards, it's grabbed by Odell. Odell worked off into the boards, and Duffy chases it. Duffy swept on. Gulls create the turnover, and Brian's going to come in to help. Pardon me, Brian up the left side, stopped. Gulls from the sharp angle, not going to get it off. Over to Johnson. Johnson down along the end boards. Bandits pick up, hand it up to the feet of McLean. They're going to wrap back around. Move in and shaking into the corner there. McPhee chases after it. Gets it in behind for Duffy. Duffy spinning to Hackala. Hackala. Lead pass for Carver and looking for Brian. Carver's going to take that in himself on the left side, lay his own hit on Kean Doyle. Down on the right side. Stepping in, shot from the exterior. Sorrento, big rebound out. Gillis clears it to Carver. Carver gets hit along the boards there by Doyle.
Doyle making an immediate impact here.
Anxious to play after sitting some games, and now they're going to battle for it in the corner. Back to Myra. Myra over to Carver. He fans on it, and Doyle going after Carver again. And another push. Got to be careful there. We know they haven't been afraid to call interferences, but they're going to let them play here at the start. About approaching halfway through our first period already. Hackala in through the middle. Hits Jardine. Gets a little shot on the leg for his efforts. Jardine to the right side. Brought down. Steered in behind. Grabbed by Hunter McLean. Hunter moves up the right. Hunter hits it into a skate, and Rogers going to pull back. Rogers from the left side. Rogers holds, gets the red line, stopped at the blue line. Back to Liver. Liver to the right side. Pass connects. Gulls going to gain red and dump her down. Full change on the defense, but the forwards will stay out for the Gulls. Everyone's still out for the Bandits. Lead pass. Hunter just gets a stick on that. Up to Surrett. Surrett over the blue line. Surrett drops back. Hunter McLean shot. That one looking to go 5-hole. Surrett on the right side and a little chip shot. That looked like you at the course, Duder. Into the glove.
Man, what a start to this game. The bodies are flying. The chances are coming. The goalies are making big saves early on, and this is everything as advertised. And you can tell, Jeff, that these two teams do not like each other right now.
There's a perfect mixture of hate, passion, and exhaustion going on right here in this game.
Very well said.
Carver jumps the stick. Normore down in behind. Bellin's going to get a stick on it. Hickey steps up. Fleming with a nice pass. Gets through some sticks, and now Liver's going to have some room on the left side. Liver's going to step up. Shot blocked before it could get there. Hickey in the corner. And that one sent out by Fenwick into the crowd. Puck's gonna get handed off to Liney, and we're gonna head down for a face-off on the right side here in the Bandits' end.
Another great crowd on here. Gulls faithful up in behind the net there. The Bandits faithful right to our left. And, you know, Andy Ganesh team not in the finals, but the people coming out in flocks here. So once again, Andy Ganesh doing a great job, and they just never disappoint.
Into the right side corner, looking to chip it by. Fenwick going for it. Langell, we predicted Langell would be on Fenwick, and a hit there by Fenwick on Langell. And now some pushing and shoving. And what are they gonna get? What are they gonna get Fenwick for here? Maybe a boarding?
Boarding is cross-check.
Cross-check.
So it started out as kind of an innocent hit. Landell just got pushed in awkwardly, and it looked a lot worse than it probably was. Of course, we can't feel what they're feeling down there, but regardless of power play opportunity early here.
So an Ian Tate, plumbing and heating power play, our first one of the game, and the Bandits are gonna have to go for the first kill. Back to McKay, chipped by there and in behind. Down into the end boards, 7:09 left to go in the first. Gulls pick it up. Double shootout for old Tatesy there. Down the right side, brought into the zone, gonna wrap in behind Gulls. Back to Liver. Liver on the line. Liver's gonna step up. Hard pass to the right side. Haverstock back over to Liver. A little too hot on that one as it goes through the feet, and a little pressure by Normore. Fleming in behind. Normore dives out, and he's not afraid to do that. I've seen him a couple times this year using the whole body and ice as it jumps the stick of McKay, and he'll be forced to pull back. McKay over to the right side. Fleming jumps off his stick. Hickey steps up on it, and a minute gone here of the power play. Maybe the Gulls looking for the perfect play here. Fleming drops back to Odell. Odell's shot. Shout out Aiden O'Donnell, though. Graduate of this league. Going to be moving on next year. Friend of High Button. Back in behind. Carter Odell, top of the circle. He hands it off to Liver. Liver left side looking for a rebound. Rolling on. It's on the top of the blue paint, and Fougere is going to come in and be the savior on that chance.
Great play there. Good read. Stepping away from his point position to drop that loose puck, and that's good defensive positioning.
Look at Fougere right there taking on two men, grabbing it and getting it out. And number 10 will get a big reaction. Even Huntsy giving his forward a clap there.
Second effort goes a long way right now. These kids are tired. They're at the end of the season, and those second efforts are really going to be appreciated.
Down the right side, Myra. 5:30 to go here in the first. 10 seconds on that first PK. Into the feet of Rogers. He snaps the pass out near the blue line. Liver poked at. Liver going to bring it in. Liver looking for a shot. Sorrento. And another one. And Sorrento's been tested early here.
Yeah, so not really much amounting there on the power play for the Gulls, but, you know, once again we see an opportunity late here at the end of the power play completion, and another good save there by Sorrento, as he's been very, very strong here in this tournament, but especially today as well, as he's faced more shots.
Face off here to the left side, 5:14 to go in the first. Drop back, McPhee gets spun out off that one. He'll step up, get a stick on it. McPhee over to Hunter McLean, pass not totally clean, as they're going to be forced to retreat back. And the Gulls with a nice full court press here in the first 10 minutes of this game. Puck's on net. Hunter looking for the stretch pass over to the left side. Johnson's going to pick it up. Fenwick McLean with Johnson. Fenwick will go into the front of the net, still loose on the left side, and a couple little whacks at it there for the Bandits. Hunter McLean going for a hard push. It'll be up through the middle for the Gulls. Jardine dumps that back down in behind, and the Gulls will get a full-scale change on forward. And the Bandits roll out. Pass over to the left side. Fenwick with wheels. Fenwick shot. That one blocked in behind. Jumping on the left side. Rebound still in front. Collision, and there's going to be none of that, but doesn't result in some pushing and shoving at this point. I mean, biggest game of the year, biggest game of pretty much all of these guys' lives.
I wouldn't be surprised to see this face-off come outside. Probably won't, but every now and then when you see that guy come in and bury somebody in front of the net, they move the face-off back outside, but it looks like it will stay in here this time.
Face-off will be here on the left. Just pushing them back there, dudes.
Yep, getting a little too anxious over there. Trying to cheat a little bit, and I'd be wrong to say that you should be trying that anyways. You want to get any advantage you can. Every inch matters.
Up through the middle, Van Polgeest through the legs and over to Brian. Brian into the corner, and he gets in on it with Bellin. Got to be careful there, as Brian's known to have a little bit of a mean edge to him when he plays the game. McDonald to the middle, Quay McDonald to the right side, shot. Over to Liver, Liver into Fleming. Knocked off the stick there. Fleming from a sharp angle. He'll look to pick top right. It'll wrap all the way back to the boards, or to the blue line, and now over to the right side boards, down in the corner. Got to be careful on that.
Those are vicious cross checks.
Very vicious, and 216s go at it, and the Bandits come out with it up to Surrett. Two guys comfortably back here for the Bandits. Worked into the end boards, Surrett, and now it'll be freed up for Myra. I'm liking the game of the Gulls here early.
Yeah, they definitely got a little pep in their step here, and looks like they're feeding off last night as well.
Few more opportunities than the Bandits as Sorrento with some sauce to Carver and sent back in behind.
That was one of the better saucer passes I've seen this season.
Yeah, definitely from a goalie as well. I remember when my buddy used to get excited when he could hit the glass with those, let alone breakout pass. Back in behind, left side corner, shout out to Liam, long-time goalie. Down there in the corner, Maidment. Carver battling for it in behind. Odell's gonna pick it up and cut back, comfortable with that puck in his own end. Plays it over to Strong on the right side. Strong fumbles it, it's to McPhee. McPhee tries to free it up, and it's Duffy who slaps it in, and only 2:33 left to go in the first, dudes.
Yeah, humming right along here. Great end-to-end action as advertised.
Gulls gonna gain the red line. Stick lift there by Maymint, looking for a lead pass. No one home to pick it up. Back for McKay. McKay up the wall. Grabbed by Duffy. Into the feet Johnson. Bandits looking for a lead pass, finding Brian. Brian up the right side. He's got to beat one. Shot, easy blocker save there for Campbell. It was shot from the exterior. Brian now looking for a centering pass. Pass the stick of Hunter McLean, and now picking it up with speed, trying to chip by on the left side. Doyle. Nice job by Doyle, but he overskates it, and that'll be dud play there for the Gulls. Back in behind for Normore. Normore to the right side. Hunter McLean, a little bit of a risky biz, dangling in front, but gets the pass off to Johnson. Johnson picks it up. He tries to go through the legs into the right side corner. Myra gets the stick on it first. Strong wrapping around to the right side. Gulls going to bring it out. 1:29 to go, under 90 seconds in our first period here of the provincial finals. And that one airmailed into the mesh behind the net.
Yeah, not sure if Langell knew he had Haverstock with him, but you know, he just tries to get that to the net. But a great chip and chase there by Langell. That's an art form down there. And have a look there at some of the fans here on the Bandit side. But a face-off will stay down here inside the Bandit zone here.
Face off here on the right. 1-2-3 left to go in the first period. Spun off into the corner. That's going to be in behind for Fleming. Fleming tripped up in behind. No call there. As Fenwick can't believe it. Into the feet there. Chopped that and a little lazy in front of their own net. Bandit's going to grab it. Duffy spinning around into the end boards. Lead pass and a minute to go now in the first. Fenwick McLean, pressure on him on the left side. Poked off the stick. Spinning around with a nice little lead for Liver. Liver's so good picking up on those lead passes, man. Shot in, blockered away.
Yeah, he bears down every time that puck's anywhere near him, so there's a reason why he's out there so much.
Not easy to take the puck off him if it's a one-on-one battle in the open ice. Shot off a stick, it's loose in front. Gall's gonna pick it up, and Sorrento with another save. And Jared Sorrento, the star of the first period here for the Bandits.
Hey, he's certainly been the busier of the goaltenders here, especially as far as grade A chances, but the Gulls have coming out here and they've been absolutely flying here in the first period. Bandits aren't playing a bad game. They just need to get a little more life down there and get a couple more pucks to the net, as we say.
Face off down there in the right side corner. Taking our time on the drop. Heads back and exits the zone, so lucky bounce for the Bandits, and it'll hit the winger trying to come back in and give a whistle. is Quay McDonald, number 18. Well over point per game this year in the regular season. Rocking the A. Back in behind, it's a free puck for a moment. Normore is gonna jump up on it. Lead pass here. Johnson gonna look for a lane. Cut off, pushed into the corner. Duffy, hit there. And with 10 seconds to go, puck loose for the Gulls for a moment. Bandits trying to spin it around. Hunter McLean with a chance here at the end of the period. Bounces off the left side, and it rolls through the blue paint as Johnson with a good little second effort, but that'll do it. So 0-0 at the end of one. We're gonna head for a break here. Just 30 seconds, we'll be back in a moment. All right, everybody, back here for the second period. Not much of a rest in between our first two. So we'll head to center. Puck dropped in. All right, Hakala. Dropped back there by Duffy. Duffy's gonna go for a skate up through the middle, and he's gonna go for an individual effort now down the left side, trying to backhand that on. Duffy, a defensive-minded player, but saw a lane there and took it. That's what you got to do in the finals. Down the right side, and another lane forming here for the Gulls. Right side shot, Sorrento again saves it.
Up off the neck area there. That one stung for a sec, I'm sure.
Back in behind. Fenwick McLean. Fenwick up the left side, over the blue line. Fenwick stops up, chips ahead into the middle. Fougier looking for the pass cross. And a little pass there and off the pad, and a decent chance for the Bandits at the start of the second here.
Yeah, much better start here at this second period than the first.
Ludi into the end boards. Gonna head over, Hakala, chop back. Gulls gonna pick it up 1-on-5 here for Haverstock as he tries to move it into the right direction. Put that puck north. Hand it off on the right side. Lead pass just out of the reach there of Fougier, and poked him behind to Bellin. Bellin across to the left side. Gulls up the wall to Haverstock, into the stick of Normore. Normore into Gillis. Pass connects, drop back Normore. Stopping and taking his time, gaining the red line, shooting in, everyone onside. Johnson's gonna be first to it. Johnson holds. Johnson with good patience, back to Gillis on the line. Gillis lets a shot, but it gets blocked by Langell. Into the middle, Johnson picks it up, keeps it. Oh, I thought it was a keep, but they're gonna say offside. So confident, it's such a wrong call by me there.
Yeah, everybody's.
Oh, and that stick gets up in the face of Van Polgeest, and no call. Up ahead, Liver, backhand shot misses, and that was certainly head contact with the stick.
Hard to tell whose stick it was at this point, though. It's pretty easy just to blame the other team, but we didn't really have a clear look at it. Too much crap going on there.
Well, looked to me like that was a Gull stick up in the mask, but you're right, it could have been anyone. There was a couple Bandits players on it as well. Refs had a better look, I guess, than us down there, and fair enough, we'll continue on. The refs also not swallowing the whistle, but letting them play a little bit this morning for that game, and first period here, only one penalty on Fenwick. Hickey in behind, gets over to the right side, still waiting for our second power play of the game. Slapped on down into the corner. Hickey chases. In along the end board, it's gonna be passed up. Bandits in behind for Duffy. Make sure if you're watching at home, you get that stream up on your TV for the best viewing experience. Fleming in behind. Fleming centering pass, not going to quite make it through. Duffy now plays him along the end boards, but Fleming still with it. Back to the blue line. Down the left side. Fleming gets pushed into the boards. Hit there along the end wall. Fenwick battling for it. He's going to come out with it in the corner. Chip pass now. Finds Carver. Now Maidman into the feet, trying to get an on-man rush going, but he has to get it out of the feet, and that kind of slows down the play. They'll still get it in deep. Carver looking for the wraparound. Jams on the right side. It's going to fall in behind, so nothing will come of that one.
Nice little sneak attack there from Carver. I think Campbell thought he was going to loop in behind the net. He just tried to shove one in short side.
Don't mind that play from Carver because not a lot of offense or volume shots coming from the Bandits right now. Johnson and...
Yeah, that's an easy one there. 7 players on the ice.
7 players on the ice for the Bandits. And a too many on a bench minor here with 6:37 to go in the second. We'll head into the Bandits' end. I actually missed that one, dudes. It was, did they just send a couple guys out there when they were trying to break out of the zone?
Yeah, it was just a change at the bench, and the puck ended up going by the bench area. And, you know, as a hockey player, your reaction is, oh, look at that, loose puck. All of a sudden, you touch it up, and 7 white jerseys. When you've got the nice bright jerseys like the Bandits, those they stick out a little more than normal.
So a 2-minute power play here. Ian Tate, plumbing and heating power play. Into the feet, back to McKay. Down to the right side, Odell shoots that in behind. Stops up by Fleming. McPhee on Fleming. Over to Carter Odell again, poked at. Chipped in behind, Johnson looking for a lane. He's got a member with him there, and Johnson's gonna come out down the left side. Johnson toe drags in, knocked over. Liver, gonna bring that in, Liver. 30 seconds gone off the power play to the left side. Picked up McDonald. McDonald looks for Odell. Odell picks it up, moving in front, and that one's gonna jump over the top of the net. So about a foot lower, it could have had eyes for the mesh.
Great job by Duffy in front there to tie up that stick. He's just forgetting about that that puck and just tying up.
Johnson shoots it, blockered into the left side. Gonna be picked up here by Rogers and played off to the opposite side. Gulls into McDonald. Quay McDonald, lots of touches here through the start of this game. Into the feet, chipped up the right side, Myra. Over to Rogers. Rogers gaining the red line. Back in behind, Sorrento. Out of the net. He'll return. Said yesterday, not really the type of goalie to stay too far outside that crease. Back to the left side. Haverstock, 35 seconds left to go on the power play. Hands off to the right side, Rogers shoots. Gonna miss. Over to Haverstock. There on the hash marks, left side. He'll pull back. Back to Myra. Myra, shot over the heads there and back in behind. Fleming, 17 seconds on the man advantage, into the middle. Bandits flip it out. Can't exit the zone though, as Myra gonna work it into the right side corner again. Hickey picks it up, shoots it down, and that'll be a good clear as the penalty will end off that. 14:38 to go here in the second. Pass comes up to the Gulls. Langell, similar to Davidson, hustle player, never gonna give up on a puck that he sends into the end boards.
Yeah, I really liked Langell's play so far this weekend.
McPhee in behind, Bandits looking for the lead pass, stopped Langell, and that's sent out, and we'll head into the neutral zone. And I think the Bandits still looking to find their footing here, dudes.
Yeah, I mean, they've come out here a little bit stronger here in the second period. They're getting a couple more opportunities. It's tough when you're trying to get everybody into the game and you take a bench minor like that, but you know, there's still lots of hockey to be played here, and this Bandits team knows exactly what's at stake.
For sure, and if you could keep it flat 0-0, it's not a huge deal, but not a ton of opportunities coming off the stick. I think the Gulls are doing a better job of thinking offense first here.
Yeah, it's been quite the game so far, though, like 0-0. And, you know, if you go into the intermission tied like that, there's an old saying that the coach used to say, you know, if we were to come in here before the game and tell you we'd be tied with this team in the intermission, would you take it? And a lot of teams say yes. So, you know, you keep this one deadlocked at zeros or a tie game or at least within distance, and anything can go your way at any point.
And we were wondering to see if we were going to see a hot start or a slow one. and not necessarily slow, but no goals in the first 5-10 minutes like we've seen at some points this weekend. Strong to the middle, shot. That one misses, and that's credit to Sorrento as he was getting a lot of volume there in that first period.
For sure, yeah.
Back in behind.
Someone's got to help here.
It'll be 2-on-2 down there along the end boards. Freed up now, Hunter McLean looks for a pass. He finds Carver. Carver, a good guy to break that puck in, similar to a Liver. Carver, pass in front. Hunter McLean fans on it. Nothing on that shot, and a wide open chance in front.
That's a tough break there for McLean. He was wide open, probably had a little more time than he thought, but I respect it, trying to get that shot off right away, catching Campbell going the other way.
Strong down the right side. That'll be into the end boards. Picked up and hard to McPhee. McPhee into the feet there of Johnson. Johnson's going to circle around. Johnson up through the middle. Johnson over the blue line. Into the stick of Van Polgees. Van Polgees wrapping around in behind for Myra. Myra up the right side and on the boards there. Bandits shoot it, and it's going to fall off into the left side. Down in the corner, Fleming freed up. Surrett, puck moves in front. The Gulls up the left side, lead pass to Duffy. And too many potentially. Didn't touch it though.
Here's the thing, folks. You got to play the puck with too many men on the ice. You can have 12 players on the ice, but if they don't touch it, it's not going to be called.
Van Polgees with a nice move. He gets it down into the corner. Johnson spinning it back, trying to get it to Hickey. Poked by Hickey, and now it'll be heading the other way. McDonald, 2-on-1. McDonald on the right side. Holds, pass across, shot, robbery by Sorrento. Back in front, another chance. That one misses on the left side. 12:03 left to go in the third, and the best look of the period there for the Gulls. Into the corner.
Sorrento looks dialed in here.
Bellin. Up the wall, Van Polgees can't get it off. Into the middle, Hakala. Fleming rolls off the stick. Hakala gaining the red line, falling.
Got sniped.
Up the left side. Brought in Liver. Liver shot off a shin pad. All 5 Bandits back here. 11:33 to go in the second. Into the feet, and Fougier can't get rid of it as Langell finishes his check, and Langell going 1-on-4, but it'll bounce back to Fougier. They'll try again. Duffy flicks it up. Not much on it. Kept in the zone. Back in behind, and the Bandits are going to cover it up. Sorrento wants fresh bodies out there, and he'll get it.
Yeah, that's a real heads-up play by the goaltender, Sorrento. He felt the pressure and it coming. So he's just going to hang on to things here.
Face off on the right side. Back to the middle. Shot from distance, and Sorrento just going to take that save again. 11-12 to go here in the second.
You're not going to beat him from out there, that's for sure. Not after that save we just saw in the last sequence.
Face off. Down here to the right. Over to McPhee. McPhee.
Man, look at the getaway sticks on McPhee here.
Down and behind. That'll bounce off the end boards and picked up over to the left side, going in for the hit, and that one's up to Langell. Langell in through the middle. Langell holds, steered off by Sorrento into the corner. Clean there, and looking for a breakout. Fenwick, he's going to go 1-on-2. Langell hustling back over to the right side. Penalty coming. Individual effort by McLean. And now a power play here for the Bandits.
What
First one of the
rush
game.
There by Fenwick. It looked like nothing was going to come of that, and all of a sudden he was in all alone, so good shiftiness there by Fenwick McLean, showing off a little bit of his skill set.
So an Ian Tate plumbing and heating power play. And a good chance here for the Bandits side. Face off on the left. Fenwick's gonna be out there, power play unit 1 there. Johnson's gonna flip back to D. Johnson holds. Johnson over to McPhee. McPhee on the right side, back to Carver. Carver, he'll bring it in. Carver into the right side corner. Grabbed by Fenwick, hard pass across, looking for Johnson. Johnson along the boards. Johnson into the middle, McPhee. McPhee down to the right side, Fenwick. Fenwick from a sharp angle, hits the side of the net. Fenwick down low again, hard pass in front, looking around on the right side, trying to jam it in, and the save will be made. And those are some tight chances on the right side post there, and not a bad start to the power play here. And it is a 4-minute penalty. Got to make sure that's mentioned, so they're going to get Langell for 4 minutes, so an even better opportunity than we initially thought.
Yeah, that one slipped through the cracks for us up here, but like you said, we notice it. It's, you know what they say, it's better late than never.
As long as, we're dialed in on the game here. Took a glance at the scoreboard. Make sure everyone's on the same page here on the High Button stream. Back to Johnson. Kept in, and a golden opportunity here for the Bandits after a good period and a half by the Gulls. Wrapping back in behind, it'll head to Fenwick McLean on the right side corner. To the line, Alistair keeps that in with ease. Hard pass to Johnson. In the middle, shot, Carver scores! Snaps one home, and the selfie stick here in front of us. And Carver will break through. 46 seconds in, and that'll be 1-0 here. Bandits, the captain, delivers for his squad.
What an absolute rip from in tight. He only had the top right corner. Campbell had the rest of the net covered. Carver absolutely unloaded that one, and the best part is they're going to stay on the power play here, the Bandits.
And that is a big boy power play movement there, dudes. I mean, did you see them snap that puck around before it got to Carver? Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
He's going to give him a chat.
Hey, so this ref here I played against growing up, PJ, he's played the game at a decent level. He understands the magnitude of the situation. He's just going to go over, give him a quick note, and tell them, listen, I'm right behind you. There's 2 of us out here. I love the intensity, but let's clean it up here off the face-off.
So Carver breaks through here for the Bandits. And man, just a phenomenal power play there. I mean, Johnson, Fenwick, and Carver are 3 fantastic players, and they just showed what they can do. There's no messing around with that. You're not going to see that every other game, and puck in behind. McDonald with a little bit of pressure, but keeps it respectful.
Could have easily buried Sorrento there, but a good, respectful effort there.
Fenwick into the middle. Fenwick shot, scores! Fenwick goes top right on an individual effort. And that's 2 power play goals on 2 chances here. 9:18 to go in the second, and the game just flipped, dudes.
Yes, it certainly did. The Gulls were carrying the pressure here early on, but a power play opportunity. And listen, this Bandits power play has been absolutely firing on all cylinders here this season. And when you got the clientele like that, it's a big opportunity, and they make real good on it. So batting 1,000 here in the power play department. But listen, this game is far from over. These Gulls aren't going absolutely anywhere right now. They're probably the 2nd most powerful offense in the league. And now they're just going to have to get back to basics. So they got to be happy with their effort so far. He's got to keep pushing.
Exactly. Before that penalty, we were saying how that was the Gulls' period and a half. They were playing great, but that's how this game can change. But one thing we know about the Gulls is they're not afraid of a comeback. They're not going to be intimidated. They came back against Dartmouth a few games ago, and wouldn't be surprised to see something here, but a penalty coming here and a goalie interference, dudes. Gorman gonna head to the box and back to the power play for the Bandits. Sorrento gets knocked down, and the ref isn't gonna take the goal. Not a lot of refs take goaltending interference with ease. They usually call that, right?
Yeah,
not really something you can get away with.
I mean, probably didn't try and hit him, but when you bump the goalie in any capacity, it's going to be called. So
for sure, and emotions are high here, and I don't think Gorman did it on purpose, but they're going to get him for it anyway. And the Gulls now need a big kill here.
Yeah, Gorman not the type of guy that's going to do that on purpose. We've seen him a lot this year. No malicious intent to his game, but listen, those are the rules, Jeff, and now the Bandits' hot power play is going to get another opportunity here.
So sending the same unit out right away. 8:40 to go in the second. Looking for a 3-0 lead here for the Bandits and a big swing in this game. Down to the left side, Johnson. Low shot, stopped. Norrimore going to pick it up. Gets it back to Johnson. Johnson can't get that jam down the wall, and a good push by Fleming. Norrimore on Fleming. And you really don't want to even up the numbers here, though, so you got to be careful as you go into those boards. It's easy to get called with penalties down there, cross-check, boarding, all of that good stuff.
What a great job by the Gulls defender here, just to eat that puck up against the wall. Bandits got 3 bodies in there and just get the puck free now.
Back to McPhee. McPhee shoots from distance. Fenwick wanted it on the right side, but McPhee was looking top right. The first 2 goals did go in top right on Campbell. And I'm sure that word is spreading like wildfire there on the Bandits bench.
Yeah, boy, has this game really flipped in momentum. Gulls need to kill this off and get themselves back into even strength here so they can continue on with their game plan.
Back to the blue line, passed over to Johnson. Johnson holds. He's going to double clutch here. Didn't like what he saw. Back in behind Normore, hard on it. Normore freed up. Down behind for Fenwick McLean. Fenwick from a sharp angle in front, bounces away, and it's too sharp of an angle for Johnson, but he got a good whack at it.
It was amazing he even got a stick on it as clean as he did.
Definitely. Fenwick dropped past to McPhee. McPhee passed off to Johnson. Johnson, he's going to hold. Johnson, 43 seconds left to go on the power play, so Bandits looking to get their golden opportunity here again. Fenwick across, and it can't get through. Back to Alistair on the line. McPhee shoots from low, tipped just wide on the right side. Fenwick jumps on it first and plays it across to Johnson. Knows exactly where it'll be. Shot, scores by Carver. And a third straight power play goal. That one deposited on the right side past the skate of Campbell.
Yeah, another good passing play, and one thing I liked about the Bandits power play, no panic in their game. They're not trying to force pucks. They're just trying to get a good clean play off and get a puck to the net and get some traffic. So real good shot there, and you got to feel for Campbell down there just getting peppered here in the last little bit after being the least of the busy goaltenders in the first half of this game.
Carver with 2, Fenwick with 1, all 3 coming on the power play.
And you know what? You need your dogs to be dogs in these games, and those 2 players have certainly done that here. Now you got to lean on your leaders here if you're the Gulls. Maidman
up ahead and another chance. It's going to roll off the stick, though. 7:05 to go in the second. So we always say, how is this game going to look heading into the dressing room? Right now, it's a 3-0 lead, and the Gulls need to get themselves back in it. Chip playing behind. Chance, shot, saved by Sorrento.
Big save there, Jeff. That's a timely save from Sorrento. He's made a couple big ones in this game so far, but none more important than that one. A 3-goal lead and a good opportunity there. What a good feed from Haverstock. He felt the pressure coming from behind. He chipped it into an area where his teammate could win a puck race, and they get a good opportunity, but a rolling puck there kind of slowed them down a little bit.
Sorrento squared up pretty quickly on that one. Didn't want any funny business with the dangles, that's for sure.
Sorrento's been dialed in here in this game, and really a smooth and easy goaltender there as far as watching him go. He seems to be in position all the time.
Into the feet on the right side. Liver's going to scoop it out. Liver looking for a shot. Glove save, dudes. And that one, I didn't even get a good look at it. It was so quick off the stick.
Yeah, I was flashing the leather there, but that's what good positioning does in the goal crease for you. You come out, you take away that angle, and that slot looked a lot bigger when Liver first looked up, but as he walked across the top of the circle, Sorrento got out at the top of that crease, and he made a real good save.
6:45 to go in the second. Face off, one back for Rogers, so the Gulls doing a good job of at least sending themselves back into the zone. You know, not letting it just totally be collapsing, those 3 goals in a short time. Face-off will come down here on the right.
3-goal lead, not the worst lead in hockey, according to the experts. Certainly a nice cushion here for the Bandits. The Gulls got to get back to work.
Into the feet, that one overskated a little bit there down low. Carver takes a whack at it. Duffy in behind. Carver back along. He's got 2 already, up to Fougier. Fougier in ahead to Hackala. Hackala on the left side. Gulls pick up. Passed over to Liver. Liver with the lead. Over to Quay McDonald. Quay's going to bring that in on the left side. Poked off the stick, but picked up. Liver shot from a tough angle and looks for another one. Hits the mask of Sorrento. Gulls still with it down low, trying to center. It's Fleming. Fleming back to the blue line. Grabbed on the left side. Shot and in behind.
Nice hit.
Finishing a check there on the line. That was Hackala. Hackala picks it up. Fans on it. Turned over. In front. Chance here. Shot. Save rate, Sorrento loose in the crease again. Gonna try to go from the knees there. Sorrento on the stomach.
Just chaos in front.
Oh, shot. Close to us, and that was about as close as the puck's got to us this week, knock on wood.
As no worries, we had a good fan in front of us, would have protected us. A little souvenir for the young fella up here. You work hard, you get rewarded. That's how life goes.
Here we go, we'll chuck that back in.
Throw it back is what I thought of when you get a foul ball in baseball, but you know, a dangerous play there, but I'll be honest with you, Jeff, I didn't even see the puck come up here, so that one could have hit me and I wouldn't even have known.
Pushing him back.
And McPhee and Ludi having a good chuckle at that one. They're thinking, hey, where do you want us to go here? The boards are right there. I can't go any further.
McPhee with a pass over. Hunter McLean and a nice sauce up the middle there to Brian. Brian's going to pick it up, try to head in himself into the end boards. Brian goes at it with Bellin. Down there on the left side corner, Johnson pokes at it once. Brian in behind, trying to get a centering pass.
Nice
Gulls on top of it. Not much room there in the Gulls' end here at even strength. Odell brings it in. Chopped off into the end boards. McPhee pushes off on him. 5:06 to go here in the second, and they're going to send it back around the end boards. Hunter McLean gets to it first, just trying to feed it back for his defense. Brian.
Nice play.
Over to Johnson. Johnson looking for a burst of speed. He's going to have to go 1-on-3. Johnson holds. Johnson pulls back now, waiting for numbers. Johnson in front. Hunter. It's going to bounce off the stick and back out. Not much on that one.
Tell you what, I need to know what Johnson uses for his skate shiner, man. He is some smooth on his edges.
Oh, and a collision between two big men there, Myra and Hunter McLean, and a little chirp in the ear after.
The Twin Towers.
Sent in and a save made. 4:30 to go in the second. And that was about as big of a hit as we've seen this weekend. You can trust me. I've seen quite a bit of them. And a huge one there. You want to talk about Twin Towers. A couple of the dads there, Normore and Fenwick McLean's dad, hanging out on the end boards, chatting it up.
Yeah, in classic hockey dad fashion, there's always a few down behind the glass there. So
Absolutely.
for all of eternity here, it's been the case. The only thing missing down there is a Timmy's Cup.
I think if we look hard enough, we can find one. Right side, Bellin shoots. That one tipped before it can get there. 4:18, so how are we going to head into the second period? Last few minutes to work with here. Into the right side corner, Normore. Normore back along the end boards. Is going to play over to Carver. Can't catch up to it, though, as Fleming gets it first. Fleming really good at being the first man to the puck and kind of just being a puck possessor. I know he scored a lot of points, but from what I've seen, his biggest attribute this weekend is just not giving up. And look, the first man in, who is it? Fleming. He's going to go for a stick lift and keep it in. There you go. Sam Fleming picked up on the right side. As we're talking about him, a shot gets blocked. Over into the left side line. Don't you love when that works out, Duder?
It does. I do, and it does not happen for me personally often.
We'll get you there one day, buddy. Back and behind. Backhand rolls up and kind of swatted out with the high stick. Fleming into the corner.
Once again.
On it first. 2-on-2. They're going to battle for it. Time seeping off the clock here. In along the end boards. That one's going to free up to the right side. Picked up and dropped back in behind. Centering pass. Oh, and a play by Normore there, dudes. That one could have got through for a nice little tap in.
Yeah, it was great activation from Myra at the point there. A good time to jump in, and he almost got themselves a scoring chance.
Look at the Gulls holding the zone, though, and rolls off the stick of McDonald. I mean, we haven't been out of the Bandits' end in 2+ minutes here.
And
Picked up now and sent down. And no ice. How come that wasn't an ice, dudes?
Went by the player on the change, I think.
Wow. Up to the left side. You don't see that very often. Odell pulls it back on the left side, trying to center. Behind the back, no one home but Hunter McLean. Hunter now in over the red line. Johnson's going to hold up. He'll get there just onside. Johnson into the corner or the half wall. Flipped up top, and the Gulls looking for numbers to break out again. Stopped on the left side into the snow in front of the bench, and Johnson's going to spin out of it. He's got Brian in the middle. Passed across Brian. Brian holds. Chance in front. Scores! And Brian with a beauty off a Johnson feed.
Wow, what a backhand saucer pass by Johnson with pressure. Perfectly laid out for Brian, and real good composure there by number 16 to grab that puck and put it past Campbell there. Just a great sequence overall for the Bandits. And after that missed icing call that the fans wanted and the coaches wanted to be called on the long change, they end up getting themselves a glorious opportunity. And that all started with Alistair McPhee, Jeff. He stepped up, he intercepted that pass that was headed for Odell, and if he doesn't read that play, they're not back the other way. So a great play all around there by the Bandit squad.
Face off coming. One back to Normore, and a great chance there. And it's so, what an odd game here as Gulls are dominating really the 5-on-5 possession. I mean, we just said they had 3 full minutes in the zone, but the score is 4-0 for the Bandits. Here on the right side, it's steered in behind. McLean's going to pick it up. Hunter McLean into the blue line, shot from distance. Sorrento all over it. And with 1:50 to go in the second, a 4-goal lead. We're gonna get a whistle here.
Yeah, this game has really been interesting. Like you said, 5-on-5, the Gulls able to maintain real good time in the offensive zone. They just can't beat Sorrento, and you know how it goes as a shooter, and you're not getting anything past Sorrento right now. You're running out of options.
Face off down here on the left side. Gonna wait for that puck. It's gonna be one back clean by the Gulls. Shot from the point into a shin pad, and now Fenwick McLean chasing after it. Fenwick's gonna pick it up on the right side. Fenwick shoots, save made, pass off, save made, another chance. Look at that, Fenwick shoots it first instead of just trying to chase his rebound. A drop pass instead. Now down the left side, rolls up the stick, won't get very far. Carver up off the glass, that drops down into the hand pass, back here to Fenwick. He tries to catch up, has Johnson in the middle, spinning around.
Good try.
Fleming intercepts it, and good play by Bellin to just disrupt, but now turned over. Fenwick shoots wide on the left side.
One thing I will say, the Bandits do a great job of coming back defensively. The Gulls can't get anything going on the rush here.
Shot on, missing on the right, and dangerously close for number 10.
Dangerously close to the referee's jibs, too.
Fenwick in front, nice return pass. Johnson absolutely laid out in front there. It's still loose in the feet. 2 players down. Gulls gonna try to jam in on the left side. Refs all over it, and that's a goal. Chipped in. Carver completes the hat trick. 5-0 with 52.24 to go. And dudes, that one might be controversial, but the ref was right there, and that puck was certainly loose.
Hey, I mean,
can't speak to goalie interference or anything like that, but all I can speak to is the ref was all over that right in the crease, and it was buried by Carver, and the captain now has a hat trick, trying to take that captain clutch title from Duncan Anderson.
Yeah, so controversial maybe, but even from up here, we could see that loose puck, and a great job. You got to hand it to the ref there.
Yeah.
He did a great job staying in the right position to make sure that puck wasn't blown dead, because how many times have you seen over the course of this year where puck's still alive?
Left side, trying to hand it off, and pass just can't get through. Gulls now chasing the game here in the second. 5-0 with 40 seconds to go in the second of our game here. Johnson off the noggin into the mesh there.
Yeah, you got to think this one, 5-0 lead's a tough one to come back from, but if there's any team in this tournament that's going to be able to do it, it's going to be the Gulls.
I've watched enough Gulls game to not count them out, but right now the bounces are certainly going the Bandits' way, and the Gulls certainly need to have a chat there in the dressing room. As we're going to head to break here in 35 seconds. The defending champ Gulls, a lot of heart down there and a lot of offense. Will they be able to at least put one in here and try to move things in their direction? 29 seconds to go in the second. Down the left side, pass to Odell. Odell shot blocked there into the corner by Hickey. In along the end boards, and that one's gonna be knocked away at 17 seconds. Back to Rogers. Rogers shoots, blockered away. Into the left side, Myra. 10 seconds to go, into the corner. Van Polgees will play it down to Norrimore, and with 4 seconds, that's gonna finish us out, and it'll be 5-0 after 2 here in our provincial finals. We're gonna head to center. Everyone's gonna head to the dressing room, and we're gonna take a little break here. We appreciate you tuning in here on High Button Sports. We got a third period coming up after a whirlwind second. See you in a few moments for the third. All right, everybody, back here for our third and final period of the U15 Provincials. What a ride it's been. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to High Button Sports the whole way. 5-0 lead here for the Bandits as they try to win the provincial title here. Gulls looking for a comeback, and like I always say, it starts with one, dudes.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're not going to tie it if you don't score at least one. So,
Left
like
side,
you said,
Fenwick McLean fires one to the right, and exactly, starts here. Let's see how the Gulls respond after a nice long break. Bandits can taste it, but can they feel it is the question. Will they feel it?
Yeah,
Will
certainly.
we have a champion here in 19 minutes?
Didn't think that this game would be 5-0 going into the third based on the way it started, but here we are.
Puck in behind, centering pass, not going to go from Carver as the Gulls pick up on it, and it's handed off to Liver. Liver down through the middle, left side, steer it in behind. Up the wall, going to be grabbed in here by Fenwick. Fenwick tries to hand off, but Fleming intercepts. Fleming down the right side. Fleming toe drag in. Pass across and in behind to Duffy. Duffy gonna hold on. Duffy up the right side. Hunter McLean. Hunter touched up to Johnson in the middle, and now Bellin trying to pull it back the other way. It'll be along the end board. Sorrento slows that down. Picked up by the Bandits again, and bit of a slow little start to here. 1.5 minutes in, and now another power play coming, dudes, for the Bandits.
Yeah, that's a tough go if they're batting 1,000 right now on the man advantage here.
Ryan shoots in, touchdown. I missed the call there. Did you see what that was there along the boards?
Yeah, I was going to say head contact. Brian got on the front of the bench there, and he got hit up high. You got to control your hands, and you can't give this Bandits team any more opportunities on the power play here.
All right, so it is a power play here, and it's a 4-minute head contact again, dudes. So the Gulls now need to kill 4 minutes off with 18:26 remaining, down 5.
Yeah, I mean, if they score 2 here, you pencil this one in, I think, Jeff. That's my prediction. If they do score, but a big kill here for the Gulls, and they got to get this out of here and get on to work here.
Normore down low, worked off. It's an Ian Tate plumbing and heating power play. McPhee over to the left side, grabbed, hard pass across it, rolls back in behind. In along the end boards, slapped at, jumps down. McPhee's gonna pull back calmly, hands it over to the left side, tagging up. Bandits bring it in, tied up in the middle, shot from the exterior. Johnson saw that Fenwick got tied up and elects to shoot himself. Whistle goes, 40 seconds into the power play.
Yeah, so not much happening yet on the power play, but even if they exit this game without scoring on this 4 minutes, they are still in pretty good numbers there for the man advantage.
Definitely. Face off on the left side here. Brian on the draw. Tied up in the middle. Back to the line for Duffy. Duffy picks up. Duffy down in behind, looking for the centering pass. Had Hunter McLean sneaking in, but the second power play unit out here after 40 seconds. So giving the first unit a bit of a rest here with 3 minutes of power play time left. Held in behind Hickey. Hickey's gonna work it over to Duffy. Duffy over the red line, fires it in behind. In along the end boards, hit laid. Now into the feet, up the right side. Gulls try to hand off. Fleming shot, bouncing around. Sorrento. It was nice and slow coming into him, so easily steers that aside. Back in front, Hickey. Hickey up ahead. Hits the stick embankment, chased after by Rogers as well. Into the right side corner. Rogers tied up on it. Brian's gonna jump up. McLean, Fenwick McLean looking for an individual effort, taken away. Up here to Liver. Liver had 2 shorties yesterday. Up the left side, shot into the corner. Back to Odell. Odell in behind, and the first 2 minutes killed off the 4-minute penalty here. Johnson, so first half of the kill, good for the Gulls, and a big layout hit there as Johnson goes down, and maybe a momentum swinger here, dudes.
Yeah, they certainly could use anything to go in their favor at all here, and that's a big hit there. Johnson just got caught snoozing there on the way inside the zone.
McPhee up the left side, over to Carver. Carver plays it across to Normore. Normore entering, shot Ricochets off the stick in behind. Fenwick McLean drops it back around the right side. McPhee looks to step up on it. McPhee. He'll circle back near his center, comfortably stick handling. Elects to hold on by Normore. Sent down for the icing. Minute 14 to go in the power play. Will head back into the Bandits' end.
He did such a great job there, McPhee, of just eating ice and kind of possessing the puck and then just kind of gave one away. I would have liked to see him maybe loop back again and open things up and allow your guys to get open into, you know, of a much cleaner area.
Face off here on the left. In the feet for Fenwick. Fenwick dishes it across. It's picked up there by Johnson. Johnson over the blue line. Chopped that with the stick, and it slows down here for Haverstock. Nash Haverstock one-on-one shoots, steered aside by Sorrento.
Smart shot by Haverstock.
Haverstock now pressured by Normore. Gets him behind. Normore pushes him down. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson up the left side, gaining the blue line, passed across. In behind him, 47 seconds left. McPhee. McPhee. Pass across, missing Johnson. Carver's going to jump in. Carver into Johnson off the skate. Doyle now looking for it, turned over, back again into the right side. Sharp angle shot, almost got 5-hole there, McLean. That's so hard to do, dude, just lining up for a one-timer like that. We see, Draisaitl will do it in the NHL. We see Ovechkin, but you don't really see it as much at the younger level, and obviously I'm not making those sort of comparisons, but that sort of shot isn't frequented in this league, really. It's a tough one to pull off.
Especially when you got to push back on your off foot there and really try and get a piece of it. And he does a great job there. He got himself in a position, and you know the secret to that is opening up.
Down the right side, Gulls have a lane. Hold on, shot Sorrento, rebound in front, stick lifted into the zone.
Dynamite defensive play by Hackala there. Come back and pick up a man with a purpose.
Over to Duffy, and a trip here in behind. And now a slash. So to the power play here for the Gulls. Maidman didn't even know what he did there. To the power play for the Gulls, and a chance, 14-15 to go. And like we said, starts with one. Will they be able to get one here on Sorrento, who's been solid? Solid plus so far.
Yeah, I would say solid would be downplaying it a little bit here, but let's see what he has in store here. The Gulls need one on this power play big time.
Normore up the wall, back to Liver. Liver holds on the blue line. That's handed off to the left side. Back to the middle for Liver. Right side picked up by Odell. Odell passed across. Strong shoots in behind. It'll jump down. Odell feeds it off. Strong down low in the corner. Bandits chop that up. Liver slows it down. Right side, Odell. Odell holds. Passed across. They're going to miss Strong. They're going to chase it down into the left side corner. Strong does semi come up with it, and then it's off the stick to the line. Liver. Johnson chasing after it, trying to create a chance here shorthanded.
Certainly got to get on your horse when you have Johnson bearing down on you.
JJ, a strong skater, probably one of the better skaters in this league. Creates a lot of chances, and he's had a few goals on the individual rush this year, which have been a lot of skating involved in, obviously, end to end. In on the end boards, it's stopped up for McPhee. McPhee is going to take it and shoot it down.
That's frustrating as a player when that dump in hits the ref, but I mean, these things happen, right? So definitely see the frustration, but just got to keep pushing here.
Over for Liver. Poked up the stick there by Van Polgees, and it'll be picked up, and only 40 seconds remain on the man advantage. Gulls looking to get set up. Haverstock down the left side. Haverstock pulls it back to Rogers. Rogers over to the middle. Chance from distance, shot, rebound there on the right side for a moment, but couldn't get it squared away. Kept in on the line by Myra. Chipped out, and that'll exit. 20 seconds now remain on the power play.
I would have liked to see Myra step in there. He had lots of space to walk in.
Shot into the glove. Sorrento gonna play it with 10 seconds, and that's confidence by your goaltender, dudes. Short-handed, you have the puck in your hand with numbers coming in. They called it down. Can't be an icing as there's a penalty. Oh no. And a missed call there by the liney. 3 seconds left to go on the power play. They call it down on the dump out.
Yeah, no harm done. Little face-off at center ice. Linesmen don't get to do that very often, so little treat there, I know. And watch her point to herself there. Accountability out there. Sometimes you miss calls. You just got to admit to it, and away you go.
So end of the power play now. Down the right side, Liver. Liver gets cut off, looking for a sharp angle shot from one knee. And the save will be made by Sorrento. 12:06 to go. Still 5-0.
Yeah, time ticking away here for the Gulls, and every second that goes by is another second away from the Bandits taking this one home. But, you know, we got to get one here. Like you said, it starts with one, and can't go anywhere unless you score one goal at least.
McKay shoots, rolls off into the right side corner. Hickey wraps it around for Carver. Behind the back from Fenwick McLean, he shoots it around. Bellin back over, up into the end boards. Sorrento down to Norrimore. Norrimore holds. He fakes. Norrimore, one of the defense who have really showed his experience this year for the Bandits. Individual effort, and Fenwick just moves by and sneaks it on the right side through the blue paint.
Yeah, McLean's so good at making something out of nothing there. He looked like he was going to get shut down, found a lane, and got a good scoring chance.
Passed across by Hickey, no one home. Liver down the left side, pass, open chance here, and that one rises up, and if those ones aren't going in, dudes, it's a tough day at the office.
Great zone entry and great job to isolate that D-man and hit the guy coming in late, but Hickey down on one knee, sacrifices the body here in the provincial final, and he makes a good block there once again.
We were saying earlier in the game, Holy rolls off the stick there. Sorrento somehow gets a heel in on it, and that's how you kind of know that guy's dialed in back there in the crease.
Yeah, even when things aren't going his way, they're going his way, so.
Shot from distance. Rebound comes out. Bryant shoots. Diving out with a nice little block there. It'll come to the line. Haverstock looking to spin it around. Look at Haverstock pick up on that on the backhand. I don't know if that was on purpose, but if it was, about as smooth as it gets.
Ooh, Sorrento gave a little bump to Haverstock behind the net there, so getting involved physically as well.
Down on the wall, it'll be back to Strong. Strong shoots into the end boards. Rogers. He'll circle back around. Gulls in along the end boards. Rogers plays up. Back in behind. Gulls to the blue line. Right side, Strong shoots it back in for Gillis. Johnson over to Duffy. Duffy over to Hunter McLean. Up through the middle. Stick lifted and shot into the boards. McLean picks it up, looking for stick lifts from Odell. Spinning around. McLean gains center and fires it into the end boards. Under 10 minutes now here to go, dudes. Time really ticking away.
Yeah, the Bandits can certainly taste it, and on the other side of things here, the Gulls are just trying everything in their power to beat Sorrento, and they just can't do it.
The Gulls are pretty good on the forecheck here, though, despite the 5-0 score. Pass out in front. That one's going to roll over. Shot scores. So the Gulls are going to get one back here with 9:26 to go.
That'll certainly break the ice. Let's see what they have in them here in the rest of the way.
Here we go.
See what they have left in the tank here. But like you said, you got to start with one. It's a step-by-step process. And the Gulls, in my opinion, certainly deserve a goal the way they've played in this game, but they just weren't able to beat Sorrento till right then and there.
Okay, so 4-goal game with 9:26 to go in the third. Head-to-head, helmet-to-helmet there, dudes. You see that one?
I got myself all caught up here, but yes, I did see that one, and we've seen a few cages get caught up in one another on the High Button stream so far this year, and we almost had another one there.
Just going head-to-head off the draw. Nothing but passion down there on the ice. Down the right side, Norrimore. That's going to jump in behind, and McPhee pulls it back. McPhee, a hard pass to Hackala. Hackala, he takes some open room and shoots it down in behind. In along the end boards. Into the left side. Going to be picked up. Puck looking to get it free. It's grabbed. Back to Liver. Liver holds into the middle. Stop. McLean. Stick lifts. Fenwick McLean down the left side. Some pressure on him into the corner. Back for Fleming. Fleming up the right side. Cut off along the wall. Van Polgeest. Van Polgeest as the time continues to tick away. 5-1 the score. Up the wall. Steered ahead to Surrett. Stopped and over to Liver. Liver over the blue line, hands off. Pulled back in behind, turned over. Johnson's going to turn on the Jets and just skate that out of his end himself. Killing valuable time as he does, and it'll be into the end boards. Up the right side.
Weird time to say this, but the next goal is huge.
Duffy, left side shot, and Johnson gets robbed there. Still loose on the left side, bouncing around the blue crease, and it'll be over into the corner.
What a save. They needed that one here, the Gulls. If they have any chance of coming back in this game, they needed that save from Campbell.
Duffy on the right side to Johnson. JJ into the middle, Surratt slaps at it, not much on that one. Into the corner and a lead pass. Top line gonna come out here for the Bandits, looking to munch some more minutes. Duffy reads his winger there, Odell, and elects to play it off that. In front, poked off to the hash marks, played around. 7:18 to go. Back over to Myra. Myra from the line, shot, save in front, rebound, and Sorrento covers it up.
Great job by Sorrento to fight through that traffic there. And as I was saying, the next goal is huge. The Gulls get this one, they have if they get the next one, they have an opportunity to get back in this game. But if it's the Bandits, you can pretty much solidify the win there, in my opinion. Now that might be a hot take, but you know this game's still pretty far from over, despite a 4-goal lead.
Well, I can tell you one thing: the parents up here aren't treating it like it's a victory yet.
No, God, no.
Nothing but nervous energy up here in the stands. You can feel it. Over to Myra, jumped on, covered up. 7:03 to go, and a little jawing there.
Good game nonetheless, despite the score, Jeff. This game certainly doesn't feel like a 4-goal difference. So there's been chances at both ends all game here, but Sorrento just coming out as the hotter goaltender here in this one so far.
Well, things have, it started out with a real solid first period plus by the Gulls, and it all came down to those power plays, obviously, the swing, but like you said, it's actually been a pretty good game here so far. Both games today and last night have been great. We all kind of saw that coming.
It's gut check time now here for the Gulls.
Absolutely. You're 6.5 minutes away. Down the right side, played in, looking for a backhand pass, and look at Normore, man, again, laying out for it. Do you like that play in front? It reminds me of old Darnell Nurse. Sometimes it benefits, sometimes it gets you in trouble, but it's done more good than harm for Normore.
I think there's a time and place for it. He's a big body, and I think he certainly understands his position and his role down there, and any time that you can eliminate a cross-seam pass, no matter how you do it, then you're in good shape. I've liked Normore's game here today, though. He's not too flashy. He doesn't do anything too crazy or out of his realm of skill set, and now he's a bit of force back there for the blue line here for the Bandits.
Well, Normore was suspended for parts of Ice Jam, and I know we really felt bad about that, a key part of this team. So I think for this Provincials, it's a little personal, It's been a big game and a big weekend for them. And number 15 has really impressed me this year. One of the few players on the Bandits I didn't know coming into the year. And the, Gulls, Bandits, all those guys. Pretty familiar with them, but Normore, someone I just met this year, and number 15 has certainly done a good job. He's a very dialed-in young man.
Yeah, this time can't go fast enough for this Bandits team now, down to close to the 6-minute mark here, and they can certainly taste it here, but still job to be done and some hockey to be played. Energy's still pretty good over there on the Gulls bench. They're just trying to give any little bump at all to their players here, and that says a lot about their character over there on the Gulls bench.
I agree.
Easy to be deflated right now, and they just look like they're going to stick to the game plan and keep pushing here as they do.
This doesn't look like a deflated team to me either, dudes. I mean,
no.
Look at Fleming. Fleming's just been ripping this thing around this whole game. He's not too worried about the score. He's worried about playing Sam Fleming's game.
Yeah, and there's a reason why he was selected for the All-Star team here this weekend.
Back in behind from Myra. Myra up the right side. Steers up the boards. Picked up on the right side. Gulls looking to get it off into the corner. McInnes spinning around. Sorry, not McInnes. Said that name so many times. McPhee. It's sent in. No ice, and they'll get a full change. Huntsy not afraid to just keep those lines a-rolling.
Now, when your whole team's firing away like this, it's pretty easy. You just open the door and let the next guy go.
McPhee through the middle, stopped, swept on with the stick. down the right side. Oh, and a bit of a slew foot there. They'll continue on. In front, backhand, Sorrento as they were trying to go 5-hole.
It's the only option he had, tried to sneak it through. If he could have got it up top in tight, he wasn't able to. No real estate left.
Fleming in the corner. Gillis kind of gives him a little bit to kill time off the clock. It goes back into the shin pad. Hackala grabs. Hackala circles back around. Fenwick McLean picks it up, hands it out to the right side. Fougier goes down hard into the corner. 4:39 to go in the game now. Pass in front, Hackala couldn't get it clean. It'll play off into the left side boards. Back for Fenwick, he loses it. Haverstock wrapping around. Van Polgeest takes a bump by Doyle. Into center. Spinning around, Van Polgeest. Right side, his seconds continue to tick away.
Really liked Hackala's game here. He's kind of got that unsung hero vibe for this Bandits team. Does a lot of things well, does some things great, and never is really hurting you out there on the ice.
Under 4 to go now. Surrett, we've gone a little while here without a whistle as the game winds down. McKay over to the right side. Bellin going to gain the red line and fire it in behind. Sorrento to Normore. Normore into the skates there, the ref.
And now they're even, 1-1.
Surrett now up through the middle. Surrett gets spun out, and now the arm goes up for the penalty. Kind of jumps on him there.
That's a tough one there. You got to be a little more aware of your surroundings in that situation. Can't afford to take a penalty this late, but you know, that's gone and done now, and the job gets a lot tougher here for the Gulls. Look at that, the championship trophy in the building, Jeff.
Someone's going to be winning that in the next couple minutes here, presumably.
Go back to the Ian Tate Plumbing and Heating power play once again here.
You got me. You got me.
Hey, it's a team effort on the ice and up here as well.
Down there in the corner, 3:25 to go. Back to Johnson. Johnson over to McPhee. McPhee holds. Carver, drop pass. Johnson left side, dipped in front, just off the stick of McLean and wide. Up the left side. Bandits, 3:09 to go. McLean walks in, shot, snipes, bar down. And dude, what else is there to say about that shot?
I mean, there's not much you can say at all, Jeff. That was just a perfectly placed shot and a perfect moment there, and almost a fitting finish here for Fenwick McLean on the power play.
That is a legit shot, dudes. There's not a lot of goalies, U16, 15, 18, who are letting that in.
And one hat comes down here. It didn't quite make it to the ice, and now maybe Huntsy can throw it on there and cover up that hair down there on the bench.
Face off on the left side. Tied up on the boards. 6-1 the score. And the Bandits can really taste it now, and another penalty coming. Liver's going to head off this time. 2:51 to go. Did you catch what that one was for there, dudes? All I saw was Sorrento start to skate out.
Yeah, I was a bit confused on that one, but it doesn't take much to confuse me if you know me, but...
Interference?
Well, I guess so. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he had a couple extra words for the official there, and, you know, at this point, 6-1, 2.5 minutes left to go. You got a feel for the Gulls here now.
And finishing up with potentially our last Ian Tate Plumbing and Heating power play here. Back to McLean. Hunter McLean to the middle. Duffy, pressure on Duffy. Here comes Haverstock. Haverstock trying to break through on the left side. Haverstock has Jardine in front. Duffy dives out, and he takes it away, and that's defense right there, dudes.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit of Zamboni there. Got a nice big clean streak down there in the left corner, but a fantastic defensive play, and I love that. Up 5, couple minutes left, still sacrificing the body down there, and there's a reason they're in the position they are.
In along the end boards, tipped off the stick of Haverstock, and in behind.
Approach the 2-minute mark now. Time really not on the Gulls side.
No. It does not, as it'll head down the left side. And the Gulls, though, still giving 100% effort here.
And that's their status quo. You know, that's Gulls hockey. They right to the very end here. And, you know, you just want to get into staying good habits here even at the end of the season.
Showing a lot of character with how they've played here during this game, despite how it's gone.
Yeah, so that says a lot about the coaching staff too, being able to reel these guys in. You know, these are younger, emotional kids, and losing's never easy no matter what you're doing.
And the Gulls, a winning program, are right here with 90 seconds to go. Maidment gets a big old whack at it there, entering the zone by Odell. Odell, he pulls up, backhand pass. It'll get over to the right side. Back in behind, blockered away. Hackala into the boards. Down on the left side, Brian. Got to keep it clean here for the next 70 seconds.
This is where you got to be careful here. I know it's the end of the season and you're down by a bunch, but you can't
Yeah, and here comes the penalties, which you could probably see from 2 miles away.
Looks like we're going to get a set of coincidences here. And, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, Jeff. If anyone's listening here and has watched me play hockey, I'm probably getting into some rough stuff here at the end of this game. But to be honest with you, Coach probably not putting me out either. So just got to be careful here. You know, there's still eyes on these players. They have lots of careers left, and you don't want to be known as that player that just couldn't keep their cool. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but just a statement there from a guy who spent a lot of time in the penalty box.
Right, and kind of plays to our point about the Gulls playing this game out, still trying to dish off passes, still chasing pucks, still looking for odd man rushes. Here on the left side, back in behind.
Last minute
to play here. Down the left side, Fougier, and the crowd's gonna get loud as we finish off here. It'll be the end of the power play there. So 49 seconds to go. Gulls pulling it around. Down the right side. Picked up into the corner. 40 seconds remain. Up the wall to Bellin. Bellin on the blue line. Shot from distance. Steered aside to the right side. Gillis. Up the wall. Back around.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. That puck's going to be up the left side. Collision there. 22 seconds as they're going back down into that corner where they just take penalties and work hard, I guess, down there. 2-on-2. And now with 10 seconds to go,
Helmets getting
the Bandits
unbuckled
can
here.
start the celebration as the puck rolls in behind. 5 seconds remain. 4, 3, 2, and a 1. And the Bedford Bandits will be the champions here of the U15 Provincial League, winning in Antigonish.
Yeah, we're just going to let you take away in the celebration here for a moment. Well, as we soak that one in for a sec, Jeff, it's been one hell of a season for this U15 Major League. Shout out to the Gulls, one of our teams that we covered all year. What an effort for them. They didn't start the season the greatest. They really climbed back, and they fought their way here, and they deserved every second of this moment. And they just come up a little bit short here to a strong Bedford Bandits team. And what a ride it's been here for this league, Jeff. It feels weird. I almost feel emotional right now that this is coming to an end. It's such a fun league to be a part of, and we really do appreciate everyone's support here for this and allowing us into your homes, I guess, in a sense. So it's been quite the year here for us, and we're not quite finished here yet, but we're going to step aside here from the broadcast and just allow you guys to take in the sights and sounds from down on the ice.
All right, so I'll do my sign off here then as looks like we're going to be starting to award the medals. So just want to take a moment, thank everyone here. It's been a fantastic weekend and a fantastic season. And like I said, if you like your streaming, make sure you tune in next year we're going to be right back at it. And if you want streaming for your team next year, in the U15 level, you can email us, Jeff Highbutton. And now we'll take it away, give some awards, and see you next year.
For the Bandits, 3 goals and 1 assist goes number 7, Calvin Carver. At this time, please welcome Kyler Bell, co-chair of the 2023-2024 Lucky Fish Lobster U15 Championships.
On behalf of myself and co-chair Gail Stewart and the entire organizing community, I want to recognize and thank just some of the key people that made this fantastic tournament happen. First, a huge thank you to the players, coaches, Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League, Hockey Nova Scotia, and the many, many volunteers behind the scenes. Your dedication to the sport and these young athletes produced not only a great weekend, but a great season of hockey. Thank you. Next, a huge thank you to our sponsors for supporting this tournament, led by Kevin McDonald and Lovely Fish and Lobster. It was a quick conversation with Kevin when he learned of the opportunity, and his response only represents the reaction and support we received from the entire community. This weekend we had thousands in attendance and thousands watching online. Thank you for your support. To Brendan Doyle, thank you, and the staff here at the Andy Ganesh Arena. Your work is very much appreciated. And finally, I want to thank the Nova's organization and our amazing parent group and volunteers who gave so much time to put on a fantastic tournament. Countless hours of preparation and hard work went into this tournament, and none of it would have been possible without you. Thanks once again.
And now for the presentations of the medals in the Provincial Championship Trophy. To do so, please welcome back Alex and Theo McDonald from our title sponsor, the son and grandson of Kevin McDonald and owner of Lovely Fish and Lobster. Alex and Theo, please come forward. To the silver medalist of the Gulls, number 3, Seamus McKay. Number 4, Paul Rogers. Number 5, Jay Castle-Valet. Number 6, Liam Work. Number 7, Blake Butler. Number 8, Matt Gorman. Number 9, Will Looney. Number 10, Nash Haverstock. Number 11, Aiden Langell. Number 14, Stan Fleming. Number 15, Bryson Jardine. Number 16, Evan Weimer. Number 17, Cooper Strong. Number 18, Craig McDonald. Number 19, Carter Weiler. Number 20, Carter Wardell. 21, Mike Royal. assistant coaches, Bradley Shaw and Graham, trainer Anna Mom, and manager Diane Meyer. Let's hear it for your silver medalists, the Gulls. Great weekend, Gulls. Now, as I call upon the gold medalists, I ask each player to come forward as I say a name. Starting with number 3, Cameron Hickey. Number 4, Alistair McPeak. Number 5, Justice Johnson. Number 7, Alan Carter. Number 8, Lucas Holmes. Number 9, Luke Bateman. Number 10, Fenwick McLean. Number 11, Liam Duffy. Number 12, Zach Bashir. Number 13, Sebi Surratt. Number 15, Ethan Normore. Number 16, Max Bryant. Number 17, Hunter McLean. Number 18, Joel Hackalock. Number 19, Quentin Land. Number 21, London Gillis. Number 22, Sefton O'Leary. Number 31, Jared Serrando. Number 33, Colby Pope. Head coach Paul Hunt. Assistant coach Jared Blaisbrook. Jake Gardner. Mike Archibald, and trainer Naila Lockman. The gold medalists, the Bedford Bandits. Finally, I ask the team captains to come forward to receive the provincial championship trophy from Alex and Theo McDonald. So the captains will come forward with the picture and receive the banner and the trophy. Congratulations, Bedford Bandits, 2024 Rugby Christian Officers, U15, Major Provincial Championship. Congratulations, have a great weekend, lads, and good luck.
All right, everybody, and that will officially end it for us here on High Button Sports for the 2024 Provincials. We appreciate you